What up guys, Sean Russell here, and today I want to talk about how being ruthlessly organized and clean will dramatically improve your life. I want to jump back to when I first started Menprovement.com, and I started to get pretty busy. When you start your own business or you start any venture, you're going to notice that you start to get a lot more influx of emails, calls, and anything else than if you were working for someone else. And I began to notice that if I wasn't structured, I would easily start to get overwhelmed and my work would suffer greatly. And this echoed into every area of my life. When it came to meeting women, if I wasn't organized and I didn't have a process, I struggled. And the reason behind this is because your brain actually experiences different brain waves when you're in a state of arousal or fight or flight than when you're in a state of relaxation. So if you're working and you're not organized, or your house or your room in general is not clean, it's going to affect your nervous system. You're going to become overwhelmed. And I'm sure you're familiar with this. It happens at work, it happens at home, it happens with the kids running around. Whatever you're doing, being overwhelmed is the enemy. Because what it does is it activates your nervous system. And then you're in a state of fight or flight. Your brain is producing different brain waves. It's not producing the deep alpha and delta brain waves that are associated with relaxation. And what's going to happen here is you're going to pump cortisol throughout your body, and you're going to begin to become cloudy in thinking. You won't be able to think straight, and you're going to be stressed. And when this happens, your output goes down. What you're trying to create, what you're trying to do, will immediately suffer. So it's a quick fix. Becoming ruthlessly organized and clean is the only way to handle a lot and to be a person of great value and have a lot going on in your life and not get overwhelmed. How can you do this? That's probably what you're wondering, because you might be overwhelmed while you're watching this right now after a hard day's work or something. First of all, I'm a big proponent of to-do lists. I think you should make a to-do list every morning when you wake up. Even if you don't own your own business, just make a to-do list of what you want to do. It could be do laundry, it could be get back and return that Redbox rental, it could be anything. Just having a to-do list is incredibly valuable. And if you do run your own business and you want to improve that, having a to-do list is necessary. There's no way you can't. And the key to having this to-do list is to put everything on there, even the smallest little things, even something that's going to take you 5 minutes, because crossing that off your to-do list is powerful. It's going to invigorate you, and it's going to give you momentum. I would honestly recommend putting a few small things on the top of your to-do list, even like making your bed, just to get momentum going. And it's important to say that while multitasking is valuable, it's not good practice to multitask on your to-do list. Do one thing right, and when you get it done, cross it off and move on to the next. The next thing you can do is use a calendar system. Now, the most successful men out there do this. I just interviewed Jordan Harbinger from The Art of Charm, and he told me that he has every 15 minutes of his day calendared off. This is intense. I don't even come close to this, but I do have a calendar system. Whenever I have anyone tell me something, or I'm going to need to remember something, I put it in my phone and I set an alert to remind me. This means I can just take it out of my brain. It's the same thing with the to-do list. When you have a lot to do, or when you have things coming up, it's all in your brain that clouds your thinking. By removing it from your brain, putting it on paper, and putting it in your phone, and making a to-do list, you're clearing your brain so you can think clear and concentrate on the task at hand. Next, number 3 is to be clean. There's no way you can produce and be your best self if you're not clean. I'm sure you've seen the movie Limitless with Bradley Cooper. What's the first thing he does after he ingests NZT and starts to see everything clearly? Yes, I know he has sex with his landlord's wife, but after that, he walks into his apartment, he looks around, and he's like, holy shit, this is not how I live. And he cleans his entire apartment, dishes, books, everything is organized. Why would a guy who just unlocked the full potential of his brain spend half a day cleaning when he could go out and just make tons of money on the stock market like he does? Because you can't perform at your best level if you're not clean. I notice that the more I improve, the more I become deep in my meditative practices, the more my business becomes successful, the more clean I am. And it's so valuable. If you can get to a state where you never have dishes in the sink, where your room is always clean, and you're waking up to a clean house every day, you're doing what I like to say as starting at a clean slate every day. You're starting fresh, you're starting clean, and you can produce. You have your to-do list, a fresh to-do list, a clean house every single day to go out and improve yourself, even if it's losing weight or grow a business. Now, these three things are simple, but they're hard to do. And I want you to form habits with them. And this is what we're going to talk about in the next video. So if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. I'm going to tell you how to form habits. I'm going to tell you the science behind them and how to do it successfully. So if you can follow these tips for ruthless organization in your life, it's going to help you succeed, first of all, in whatever you're doing. It's going to help you get more done and be able to handle more shit. You're going to be able to be the boss. Do you think you can be the boss of your own company if your house is covered in pizza boxes and Chinese food? It's not going to happen, man. You need to fix these simple problems before you can do what you want to do in your life. It's going to help you with girls. If you're always clean and you have girls coming over your house, they're going to want to be there more often, and you're not going to have to think about that stuff. And if you have organization, if you're going out to pick up girls and getting new numbers, and you have an organizational system, like having your own phone for day game and phone numbers and categorizing girls, even things like this are going to take you to the next level. It's the difference. And most of all, it's going to help your stress. It's going to help your health. Because when your nervous system is overwhelmed, you're producing stress hormones. That's horrible for your health. Stress is the enemy. So being clean and organized is going to improve your life in so many ways. Now, I know this might be, obvious advice, but after you stop watching this video, you might not take any of it. This is common. It's not your fault. It's just human nature. You get pumped up and tomorrow you forgot you even watched this. So I challenge you. I challenge you to do something very small every day. As soon as you wake up, simply make your bed. That's it. That's all you have to do for the next week. And think about how you feel after that, after you make your bed. And if it does help you and you feel good, you wake up every morning, you look around, you're like, oh, my room's clean. I can do anything I want today. Then move forward. Start cleaning dishes. Don't leave dishes in the sink. Every time you use a dish, clean it, put it away. Always start at a clean slate. So I hope this really improves your life, because it's one of the most valuable things for me and the people that I teach. And I want you to have that same advantage. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, hit me up with a like, and comment, and let me know what you think about being ruthlessly organized and clean. And check out menprovement.com to get your free starter kit on improving your life. Thank you.